Hi, my name is Jenny. Welcome to my channel, JK Star Elite Reader. Today I'm doing a Friday Reads. These are the books I want to get to this Friday and into the next week. So let's get going. The first book I have to show you, it is The Sleeping Car Porter by Suzette Meyer. So this is a book that I recently purchased. The release date was supposed to be set for later in September, but it was bumped up, I guess, because the book was named as one of the finalists for the Giller Prize, which is one of the more prestigious literary prizes in Canada. And so this is a book that follows Baxter, who is a train car porter in the 1920s. It follows him on one of his journeys across the country. At that time, it was fairly common for train car porters to be black men. Along with the story of Baxter as a black man in the 1920s, it is also a queer story. And so I look forward to reading the rest of the book. I read about a quarter of the way in, and I look forward to reading the rest. The next book I have to show you is The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is the first book in the series, The Fellowship of the Ring. And I have read The Hobbit previously, but I have not read any of the books by J.R.R. Tolkien in the rest of the books that he has published or published after his passing. Anyways, this is the first book in the series of The Lord of the Rings. I will be delving into this book in the cooler months, and hopefully I'll have a chance to read some of it in September. I have fond memories of The Hobbit from when I was younger. During the last year of my time in elementary school, the teacher read portions of The Hobbit to the class, and because of that, I have a distinct, strong, memory attached to The Hobbit. So I look forward to finally reading the Lord of the Rings series, and perhaps go on to reading the other works by J.R.R. Tolkien in his repository of books. Anyways, I have renewed interest in the series because of the new streaming service adaptation of the works from the writings of J.R.R. Tolkien. And so, yeah. The next book I have to show you, it is Fledgling by Octavia E. Butler. So I have had this novel for some time now. I found myself excited to find this at the local thrift store one day while browsing the book aisle, not sure what they would have in terms of good titles. And so I read works by Octavia E. Butler before. I've read Kindred as well as Parable of the Sower and Parable of the Talents duology. And so I believe Fledgling is an earlier work by Octavia E. Butler and is a vampire story. So yeah. The next book I have to show you, these next books are ones that I have started already and would like to continue in some fashion in the next week or so. So this book is The Sin Star Salon by Leah Renata. Leah Renata, this book follows Philippine-born Vancouverite Sophia, who is trying to launch her business as a hair salon business. And so while working the hours that she does in her business, her parents are still worried about her future, and it tries to encourage her to pursue academics, even though that's not what she would like to do. And so I guess this is a bit of a family drama focusing on a person's experiences and of the life lived in the Philippines as well as in Canada. And so I look forward to reading the rest of the book. I am maybe, let's see, 35 pages in, and I should make more progress. As this is a book that I have recently started. Another book I showed last time in a video, it is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. And so this is a book that I've been working on for the last while or so. And so far I have reached about 100 pages. And so I would like to read more of this in a fairly short time. And so far I am finding the language and the mannerisms and the social practices to be very interesting read, as this book, I guess, let's see. It was published in 1847, so it is from the 19th century, and so I look forward to reading this book for the second time. Yes, this is maybe the second or third time that I am reading it, and this time I am reading it on my own instead of it being for a class. The next book I have to show you, it is Hedge by Natalie Zena Washatz. I have also shown this novel in previous videos and blog posts, and this is about book that is a spin on the hero story. Instead of focusing on the superhero, this is focused on one of the sidekicks of the villain. And so I would like to finish this book fairly soon, as I am a book club where this book was picked for this month of September, and the book club discussion is set to be fairly soon. And I do want to focus more of my time reading this over the weekend, and hopefully I'll be able to finish in time for the book club. So this next book, it is a fairly highly anticipated book on BookTube, and is one that I finally have in my hands. And this book is Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee. And so this is a book that is part of a series. It is the third book in the series of the Green Bone Saga. I have actually started reading the first book, Jade City, but for some reason my attention wandered. And so now that I have all three books in the series in this paperback editions, I look forward to finally delving into this series. Even though I grew up on stories about gangsters in an East Asian setting, it's a story I may have become too used to, and so hopefully Fonda Lee will be able to bring fresh ideas to what I remember of gangster stories set in the East Asian cities. And so I look forward to seeing what Fonda Lee has come up with. So these next few books will be part of Library Hall. These are a few of the library books I have from the library that I would like to read in fairly soon. And so the first book I have to show you, it is White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. So this is a YA novel. Is about a young Californian who finds herself moving to a city in the Midwest, and there she finds herself part of a new blended family, and I guess and she must live life with the new family, as well as a new sibling, a 10-year-old bratty Piper. And so this is a bit of a ghost story, and I guess this is a good time to read it with it being Halloween fairly soon. And so, yeah, uh, I did notice that Tiffany D. Jackson recently released a new title, and that book is called The Weight of Blood. I have not read anything by this author, so I decided to find books by her, and this one is the one that appealed to me the most, and it was published in 2021. Another book I have from the library, this one is another ghost story. It is The Ghost Claus by Howard Norman. So this is a book that I found that drew me as I saw it on a shelf at the library. And I guess it was the bookshelves on the cover that got me interested in reading the book. And I guess it also, happy surprise also, that the book is set in Maritimes, Canada. And so I look forward to reading this book and see, I guess, read an author from the Maritimes that I have not read before. And then I have one more book. Oops, that's a pile of books that have fallen, and so I guess that will mean that I will get some cleaning done soon. Anyways, this next book is Harper by John Ibbitson. This is a book about a former Canadian Prime Minister, Stephen Harper, who was Prime Minister from 2006 to 2015. And so this is a book I actually saw the author present on the year the book was released. That was in 2015, I guess, and that was just before the federal elections took place in 2015. And so I look forward to reading this book finally. I saw the presentation as a volunteer for a literary festival, and so finally I have a chance to read this. This is a library copy because the copy that I had before, I think I donated to a charity book sale earlier this year. So yeah, that's it for me for that video. Hopefully I'll be able to talk to you again soon. Bye!